Alright guys, welcome back, and thank you very much for having me as your guest today. If you're new here, I'm Roland Attenborough. I'm the leading GANN scientific and analytical researcher, and I just want to say to you guys, if you spend 15 minutes with me, I can make your family a fortune. What do you have in your wallet? Today we're going to be talking about Bitcoin. We're on the hourly chart here. Let's just go ahead and let's just move this into a range where we can see it. As you know, we were calling out a top here, and the top extended, and we're just going to make this a little smaller so that we can actually see it a bit better. Patience while this happens. So our first target was this area here, which I populated with a shaded circle. However, we've had a continuation and these fake outs, and you know I'm always looking for these dead cat bounces and these fake outs. So while this was preparing us for a turnover, we had a series of retests, and this one did a full dead cat bounce. So I extended our data line from these previous highs here, and I linked them because I felt that it was possible that we would move up to that given the fact that we're in some sort of a dead cat bounce fake out. And that's precisely and exactly what we did. So I put on all our 45-degree angles and our 22-degree angles and our 67. And I felt very much that this retest here, that if we didn't continue on breaking above this shallow trend line, that it would be done. And this 1x2 angle or 67-degree angle crossed here. And of course, I put a 45-degree angle, and we have been following it. As well, we did a bounce off and retested or tested this angle here, which is representing a 22.5-degree angle. It says 19, I mean, at this point right now, so. But it's a 22.5. The market coming up here, showing strength and holding these 45-degree angles from our previous lows. I put another 45-degree angle on here. And this angle here, it's supposed to be a 45. This is our 45-degree angles crossing two 45s right here. Sorry, I didn't mean to move that around. We have a change in trend, and we've had this major move down, and when we broke this, I gave you a little gentle warning in a short to watch out for this, and that we would be seeing quite a bit of volatility and a very fast move. Now I drew a angle on that is equal to or therefore the same, and I was expecting a bounce off of this. We did, but we've made a headbutt. So as you can see off of these, I drew 45-degree angles moving up. And these angles here were crossed. And we've never got back above the underbelly of these moves, indicating weakness, right? Our channels. We've come back down, come back up, and here we are. We challenged the underbelly, and what happened? Again, weakness. I put another angle down and another angle down. We're waiting to see if this continues to break down and through, as the evidence of weakness is showing. We're looking for a bottom to show yet again, somewhere around this vicinity of the chart, and retest a series of bottoms in this area. failing to make a low here and a bounce and getting underneath this will mean we will be moving down to our next target area. Let's go discuss that on the 4-hour chart. On the 4-hour chart, we've broken out and we are now moving down. It looks very much like we're about to experience a move down, and I have a target shaded area, guys, here. I wanted to bring this into view a little bit. We've hit our fake out top here from this low channel, our yellow trend line moving down from some lower tops, moving back from March. That's right. Where we would experience a top. I called for a top around this, well, I was saying around this 60 to 65 area, and it certainly did move into this. Moving on, it was testing my patience and my forecast. However, I'm standing strong with my my work of William GANN. He is my teacher. I knew that this had to pull back and that I'm expecting a pullback to here. However, we could have one heck of a push through and sit down back on this angle here. And why do I think we could be here? Well, addressing this angle, we're going to go look now at the daily chart. Compressing the chart to a daily. You can see now we have a low here at 49 and we ran it through 53. So we expect that somewhere in this area here that we could be retesting this 57, and it's looking very likely and possible, especially if we dip under 61 here. If we get underneath this, then it's right down to here, and it'll be in a real major hurry. So that's my synopsis for what could happen. As you guys know, I am a bad news bears at the best of times, and I'm always ready and looking out, and I make these forecasts days, weeks, months, and years in advance, and it's no surprise that the work that we do here under William is correct, and we're standing behind that. Also today I'd like to point out that after we make this tumultuous low, we have another area where we could be revisiting, and this is in line with our 5th month, right? After the 26th of September here, that's the 5th month. 5th month from our halving event. And what happens in our 5th month? Well, every single time we are always retesting our all-time highs. So I'm expecting that somewhere around here we could have that. Let's go talk about this yellow bars here, what this is. Okay, we're just going to bring this back into view and we're going to give it a little compression. This yellow bars are last year, 1 year ago, the cycle that unfolded, and I warned you gently that you should probably buy, and I did state that by the 6th to the 16th you should buy because the market was going to take off. So I lined up last year's trend with this year's trend, and lo and behold, it looks sort of rhyming and similar, and we're about to have some very wicked and wild swings. Anyways, I hope that you really enjoyed that part. How far are we going to go? Well, let's maybe move this down and let's get a little sneak peek as to how far out we could see something. Well, into this November and December, we could certainly be right up at these points. Now the amplitude of this market last year was way less, as you can see, than what we're experiencing right now. And I'm going to bring that back into view. Let's just discuss that for a moment. All right, here we come. So we're talking about this yellow market here and how it was, well, the velocity of this market was seemingly low, whereas the one we're experiencing now is substantially higher. So our swings are getting very, very, very wild and wide. So be expecting some major swings. And once we get above the 73, our all-time high, things are going to get really hot and heated up. And that will occur. And our next top is, like I said, coming in February, March, and April. And you hold me to that. Okay, so I'm going to just finish off. We have, if you're still hanging around here, you're a soldier. I've got something to show you coming up. This is my Bullseye blockchain. This is my cryptocurrency I'm coding. This is one of my flagship projects. You can jump on board next year when I deploy this. I'm also going to have a crypto trading exchange. It's going to be called the Bullpen, and it will be an exchange much like Coinbase or Binance or Kraken or Gemini or any of these other exchanges, except for mine will be much more robust because I'm taking the best and the worst from everything, and I am getting rid of the worst and adding the best, and I'm going to add some extra features to make sure that we have accountability all the time, and that that this is actually, you know, truthful. So it's using a SHA-256 as well, and I wanted everything to be as above board as possible. As you know, I have never signed a non-disclosure, and nobody pays me anything to say something or not to say anything. So look next year for the Bullseye crypto coin and the Bullpen trading exchange. You can jump on board and be a light years ahead of everyone else. You can mine with us. I'll have a server set up. I'm going to have to buy 2 extra servers and build them. They'll be each $65,000 each. I need 2 of them in case one dies, so that if you're in the middle of a trade, the other server will handle any of the orders and redundancies. So I have to have 2 servers, so it'll be about $125,000 just for the hardware. And then I have all the logistics, so I'm going to have an extremely robust system. I'm like making it double stronger than anyone else's out there, so pay attention to that. Anyways, guys, peace and love, and safe trading out there. Love to y'all. Peace and love.